I was a shy intern and saw a deaf old man being ignored in our lobby, so I greeted him in sign language. I had no idea the CEO was watching, or who that man really was. It was my third week at Bennington Financial. I spent most of my time making copies and avoiding eye contact. The other interns were confident, polished, connected. I was there on scholarship, wearing my dad's oversized blazer. That morning, I noticed him immediately. An elderly man in a worn jacket, signing frantically at the receptionist. She kept smiling that tight corporate smile and speaking louder, as if volume would somehow bridge the gap. Other employees walked past, pretending not to notice. I'd learned ASL because my uncle was deaf, spent every summer signing with him at his hardware store. So I walked over. "Can I help?" I signed. His face transformed. Relief flooded his eyes. He explained he had an appointment with someone named Dorian Pembroke. The receptionist had been telling him to wait for 40 minutes. I checked the directory. No Dorian Pembroke, but there was a Dorian Pembroke, Senior VP of Operations, 10th floor. "Wrong spelling in the system," I signed. "I'll take you up." We rode the elevator together. He told me about his grandson who worked here, how proud he was, how he'd driven 2 hours for this visit. I nodded, asked questions. When the doors opened, I walked him to Pembroke's office and explained the mix-up to the assistant. That's when Dorian Pembroke himself appeared in the doorway. Tears streamed down his face as he embraced the old man. They signed rapidly, hands moving with the intimacy of family. Then Pembroke turned to me. "Thank you. This is my father. He raised me alone after my mother died. Worked 3 jobs so I could go to college." "How did you?" "My uncle's deaf," I said simply. It seemed like the right thing to do. I returned to my cubicle in the basement sorting expense reports. Forgot about it entirely. 2 days later, my supervisor called me into her office. My stomach dropped. Had I messed up? Filed something wrong? "You're being moved," she said. "Executive floor. Direct report to Mr. Hayes." Mr. Hayes, the CEO? I'd never even seen him in person. The executive floor was different. Real art on the walls, coffee that didn't taste like battery acid. My new desk overlooked the city. That first morning, Mr. Hayes called me into his office. He was younger than I expected, maybe mid-50s, with kind eyes. "I saw what you did in the lobby," he said. "Most people would have kept walking. You stopped." Dorian Pembroke is my oldest friend. His father means everything to him. You treated him with dignity when everyone else treated him like an inconvenience. That matters. He paused, studying me. "I built this company on the belief that character reveals itself in small moments. How you treat people when there's nothing to gain. Tell me, what do you want to do here?" Nobody had ever asked me that. I fumbled through an answer about learning the business, maybe portfolio management someday. 3 months later, I was assisting on actual deals. Mr. Hayes mentored me personally, invited me to client meetings, taught me to see patterns others missed. The other interns resented me, whispered about favoritism. Let them whisper. I worked harder than anyone, stayed latest, learned fastest. My dad called one evening. "Someone from your company contacted. They're offering to sponsor you through business school, full ride. Is this real?" It was real. Mr. Hayes had arranged it. When I tried to thank him, he waved me off. "You earned this." That moment in the lobby wasn't luck. It was who you are. 4 years later, I'm a junior partner. I speak at company orientation now, telling new interns what I learned. Success isn't about connections or pedigree. It's about the person you choose to be when nobody's keeping score. When you see someone who needs help and you're the only one who stops. Last month, Dorian Pembroke's father passed away. The funeral was small, family only, except Mr. Hayes insisted I attend. As we stood by the grave, Dorian pulled me aside. "My father talked about you until the end. The kind young person who saw him. He said you reminded him the world still has good people." I think about that lobby moment constantly, how I almost didn't stop, how easy it would have been to keep walking like everyone else, how one small choice changed everything.